welcome back to the Beauty Slayer. I'm Sama. So today we will be doing a Halloween makeup tutorial based off of Snow White. So I couldn't think of anything, and this was like my last minute preparation, so I decided to do Snow White. So we're going to start off with priming our face, and we're going to use the Too Faced Hangover RX Primer, which is currently my most favorite primer. I obviously am putting it into my face, and it's just so, like, it soaks into your skin, and it's just so wonderful. I love it. I love just wearing it without, like, anything else. It just feels so nice on my skin. Then I'm going to go ahead with my favorite CoverGirl Revitalift, something like that, Elixir foundation. I forgot the name, you guys. But I use it in all, like, my tutorials, so I'm sure you guys know it. I'm going to go ahead and take the Morphe Flawless Beauty Sponge, and I'm just going to work it in to my skin. I am using a dampened version of it, so it is, like, filled with water and squeezed out and looks so much bigger. So yeah, so I'm just going to pat it into my skin. This look that I'm going for, you will see that I'm doing a lot of extra stuff in this look, and it's just because, one, it's Halloween and you want to do some extra stuff, okay? You want to put that extra highlight, you want to put that extra mascara, you want to make everything pop. Two, when you're taking pictures in this dark lighting and things like that, like, you just want your makeup to stand out in certain things, especially during flash. You don't want, like, that big payoff in flash and things like that. So I'm going to be doing my makeup a certain way so that, like, it really shows. I don't know if that made any sense. But I tried to explain it. Next, I am going in. Oh, by the way, I already did my brows, so I'm probably not going to touch on my brows at all. So I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Fair. And this, right now, I realized that after I was blending this into my skin that this concealer doesn't really work well with the foundation that I'm using. And I don't know why that is, but apparently that is how it is going right now. But the reason why I needed this, like, really light shade is because Snow White is really pale, and I wanted to, like, obtain, like, that look of hers, and I wanted to go, like, really pale, like, under eye, so it would, like, really brighten up everything else. It worked out okay, but I felt like this concealer later on creased, like, later on throughout the day, even after I put on, like, setting powder and everything. Like, it just didn't, like, way later on in the day it became a little weird and blotchy, but overall in the beginning it looked fine. So just use whatever you want to use, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead and blend it in with the other side of my Morphe Flawless Beauty Sponge. I absolutely love this, and Morphe, if you want to send me some things, send me some beauty sponges, because I am in love with you guys' beauty sponge, your new setting spray, your freaking palettes. Like, oh my gosh, Morphe, what don't I love about you? Like, honestly. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and set my face in a really weird way. I'm going to set my under eye area and, like, my T-zone areas with a highlighter. I'm going to be using the Essence Pure Nude Highlight in the shade Be My Highlight. And the reason why I'm doing this is, one, to give it a more, like, flawless look is what I've been seeing, that if you put, like, a really natural highlight onto, like, your under eye, it gives you, like, sort of like a dewy look, but also not, like, too dewy where it looks, like, oily. So next I'm going to use the Kat Von D Lock-It translucent setting powder, and I'm just going to go ahead and take this Wet n Wild flat top kabuki brush and go ahead and pat it into my skin. I was a little heavy-handed with this one in my eye area, but it worked out fine. I would recommend not going so heavy-handed as I was, but if you want to go heavy-handed, that's up to you. Yeah, and then I just pat the rest of the excess onto my skin. I really wanted to have a more, like, matte face look, but have a more, like, wet like highlight look. I don't know. You guys will see later on. But I was really going for it. Next, I'm just gonna take my highlighting brush and just sort of like, without any product on it, I'm just gonna like sweep around. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. It's really early in the morning. It's like 3 in the morning. And just sweep around like the excess powder. Next, I'm gonna go in with the Jaclyn Hill palette. Obviously, this is the only palette I actually use. And I'm gonna go ahead with this shade right here. And we're really gonna build up the crease, basically, because it's gonna be like a cut crease almost. So we're gonna take that shade and we're just gonna use it in the crease area, just buff it out. Like, really, in this look, you just want to blend until your fingers bleed, kind of thing. Like, you really have to blend. There will come a point where you don't blend and you sort of just keep adding shadow and just make it like really defined. But right now, in the beginning stages, you want your foundation to be flawless. So you want to blend until everything is seamless. So we're going to take a bunch of these like more neutral, warm shades, and that's basically going to be like the crease color. It's going to be, you know, like a neutral, warm, you know, reds and the browns, and it's going to look like really Snow White-esque. I don't really know how to explain it, but that's what my explanation is. And you'll see at the end of the look it all ties together, but I was sort of Googling. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I am so tired. Mind myself. Okay. I was tired in this video too. I was super tired. I needed rest. But yeah, like, we're really just gonna blend out these colors and just like, when I started researching like Snow White looks, like they were so bland. Like, there weren't many people that did like very glamorous looks. They're really subtle, and I guess like Snow White is subtle, you know, in a way, but I just wanted like a glam Snow White look. And one girl on Instagram did do like a glam, like sparkle eyes kind of look. And I was like, like, I never used these two colors in this palette. I opened up the Jaclyn Hill palette and I was like, okay, I'm going to use these two colors and I'm going to make it like work somehow. And I cannot believe how well it worked out. So I'm going to go ahead and take this color right here that I'm showing you guys. I'm just going to put it all over my lid. I'm not going to put it all the way to the outer corner, but just like a little past the middle of my lid. And just sort of blend it into that reddish brown stuff that we just used. And do that onto the other eye. My bad, you guys. I'm just so tired. Ugh, never stay up until 3 a.m. doing this stuff, honestly. I was editing and then now I'm doing my voiceover. I'm going to go ahead and take a flat brush. This is the Sigma E something. I forgot the number. But I'm going to spray it with the Morphe setting spray and just dip it back into that same color to really like make those eyes pop. Like, I wanted like glitter, glam, metallic look all together. And this was the only way to attain it. Like, I did a lot of things to attain that look. But I, like, this color and the next color I'm about to use really popped the eyes, like, so much. Like, it went from, like, 5 to 100 real quick. And I'm also going to take one of the little red chrome, like, metallic shades, just buff out that crease so that it blends in with like the reds on the top, but it also blends into the metallic on the bottom. And here, I think, I don't know what I'm doing. I guess I showed you guys like the shade that I'm using, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop that into like the middle of the lid, and then in the inner corner, just give it that little pop. I'm going to do the same to the other eye. La 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 la. I have a paper to write after this too, so I do this to myself, honestly. Next, I'm just going to blend everything out. Your key thing is to blend. Like, as much as you want to stand out, don't stand out too much. Like, honestly, you want to blend that thing. Stand out in a way where everyone's like, oh my gosh, your blending skills are A1. Don't be that girl that's like, everyone's like, oh my gosh, she needs to blend. She needs to learn how to blend. Don't be that girl. I'm just saying. Yeah, so I went back with that same brush that I was using to blend the MF out. I'm really trying not to cuss on my channel. I'm really, like, you guys know, like, I'm really trying. But, yeah, anyways. So I'm taking the Wet n Wild glitter shadow. I don't really know what it's called, but it's like this gel-like glitter. And I'm just putting it on my lid. And I feel like that one really popped out, like, the look. And I feel like if you have anything, this retails for like 99 cents. So if you want to go ahead and grab it, go ahead and grab it. I've had this glitter gel shadow thing for like 3 years. And it still lasted me like a long time. And it was only 99 cents. My mom got it for me. She got this one and she got like a gold one. Or no, she got this one and a purple one, I believe. And I used up the purple one, I think. But the silver one has stuck with me. So definitely go get it. It really makes your eyes pop. I know my lighting was off because like I was using like my school lighting that they provided. And that's not exactly film related. But it was really popping. Like, people complimented me on my eyes so much. And, like, even though I filmed this before, like, I wasn't sure if I wanted to, like, post it or not. With, like, all these, like, Halloween tutorials going up. And, like, everyone's was so much better. Like, so much more creative than mine. And mine is just, like, sort of bland. But my best friend was like, you need to post it because I absolutely love your eye look. So, why not, right? Sorry, my roommate came in and she was like, you want a piece of chicken? And I was like, sure, why not? So here am I, just munching on my chicken while I'm doing my eye look. I mean, story of my life, right? Like, I love food and I love makeup and they go perfect together, obviously. So yeah, and then here she is again, making another reappearance because she needs to get Lysol cleaning wipes from me. She's gorgeous, I know. I did her makeup right after this. Like, literally, she got ready as I was, like, doing this. And then I did her makeup. She was a unicorn. And I'm very proud to say that her makeup was amazing. It was glowing. She wanted, like, a sparkly, iridescent look. Like, galactic rainbow highlighter kind of stuff. And it looks so pretty on her. Anyways, I'm taking the black shade in the Jaclyn Hill palette and just lightly lining my lids, like tight lining it so that when I do my mascara and my lashes and everything, it looks like full. Yeah. And then, what am I doing next? I was sort of debating. I was like, should I do like, oh, I'm going to smoke out my lower lash line with that amazing red color and like a little bit darker like plumish and then like a pinkish brown color to really smoke out everything on the lower lash line. I don't really like smoking out my lower lash line because I feel like my lower lash line is like puffy, so like it just looks weird. But that day I was really feeling it. I was like, okay, this looks really good. And then, of course, I had to buff everything out on the top using the same crease brush from Ulta. Yeah. And then I was looking for my eyeliner, and I couldn't find it. It was in the same place that it's always been. I just couldn't see it. But then I realized that I probably don't want to do eyeliner. And just do my lashes first and then do eyeliner. So you'll see me make that decision in just a minute. yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this new makeup that I got. And my mom actually gave it to me. She found it at like a booth outside of Target in our hometown. Like they were just like selling it. They weren't even selling, they were just giving it out. So she go ahead and got those things. And you basically first put on the gel, then you put on like the fibers, then you put on the gel again. And then I went ahead and put on my lashes so that you guys didn't have to watch me struggle. And then I'm going to go ahead and take two different mascaras now. I'm going to take the Tarte Lights Camera Action Mascara, and then I'm going to take the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara to really plump and curl those lashes to the heavens. And my hair had to get in the way. Sorry, my camera kept cutting me off, but I already bronzed my face with really light contour with like the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And this look, I'm really going for a really blushed up look because Snow White had really blushed cheeks. So I'm going to take the Tarte Cosmetics Amazonian Clay Blush in the shade Party. And then I'm going to go ahead and take the Champagne Splits that Becca and Jaclyn Hill created. And I'm going to take the blush Amaretto and just pop that onto my cheeks too. And then we gonna highlight. So we're going to use this Champagne Pop from Jaclyn Hill and Becca. And we're going to put down the tops of the cheekbones and anywhere else that you need to put highlight on. I really, really wanted to highlight like my face up because it's costume, party makeup, and then it's also like, you know, Halloween. And what better time to actually use highlight until your skin looks dewy and glowing and amazing than Halloween. So I just took the Champagne Pop and I highlighted my brow bone highlight. I did like, you know, my Cupid's bow. I did my nose. I did my cheekbones. I did everything with this highlight. And then I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and use Prosecco Pop from the Splits again. From the Split thing. I forgot what it's called. And then I'm gonna take Wet n Wild. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm gonna take Fenty Beauty, and I'm gonna take the shade Fire Dust, I believe, and go ahead and pop that in there. And it really gave it like such a pop of highlight. I cannot even tell you. The glow was amazing in person. Like people commented on it, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, your makeup is like A1." And then I'm going to take the Wet n Wild Boozy Brunch Shimmer Reflect Palette. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm going to go ahead and highlight the tops of my cheekbones and bring it up to my temples just to get that glow. Yes, honey. Okay. That's what happens when you run on like little to no sleep. Okay. And then we're going to do my lips. So my lips were like ultimately my favorite part of this look. I really love the color red. And I wanted to use Tattoo Junkie's like little glitter things that they come with. But I didn't want to use their lipstick. So I used the ColourPop Lost Satin Liquid Lip. And the reason why I don't want to use Tattoo Junkie's liquid lip is because their lip paint feels so drying on my lips. Even when I put on like a lip balm or anything like that, or lip oil, my lips feel so dry. So I wanted to use something that's more comfortable, and that more comfortable thing is ColourPop. Obviously, ColourPop pulls through, and they're so affordable. Tattoo Junkie is pretty affordable too. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I am surprised at how affordable they are, and they're available at Five Below, which is crazy. Like, wow, that's great. So if you want some Tattoo Junkie lip products, go ahead, visit Five Below. I think they also sell it at CVS and Walgreens. I'm not really sure. You can go check. And then I'm going to go ahead with the glitter that I just told you about from Tattoo Junkie. It comes with their lip paints, but I'm using this on top of ColourPop, obviously. And I'm going to go ahead and just take a little Q-tip basically and just pat it into my lip. And you can see a little bit on camera how reflective it is, and in person, like when the lights were like turned down a little bit, there was black light in the room, like literally my lips were glowing. It was so cool, and like it's amazing. You guys need to go get this and be amazing. So yes, I'm just gonna go ahead and pat it all over into my lips, and yeah, that's about it. Then after this, I'm just gonna spray my face with setting spray, and I'll be all done. And the setting spray that I use is the Morphe one. I know I didn't film it, but I did use it. And that completes this tutorial. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. Please comment, subscribe, and watch for my next video. Thank you so much. Bye. Oh yeah, and my hungry ass.